Alright, so I won't lie. I have a genuine video script set to the side. I have been struggling with the idea of just reading this out. Because what I wrote down is another story. It's my story of the last year when it comes to Marvel Rivals. About, I'd say, the beginning of last summer 2025 to now, being 2026, the day before season 8 ends, because season 9's leaving soon. I'm been playing much comp, whatever. It has this sort of roller coaster ride of me just starting from the game to playing in my first tournament, winning that tournament, losing everything, then lingering in my own mind from VR3 being an absolute failure that'll forever haunt me, crying on the internet about it, and then moving on beyond that. But I kind of just wanted to talk and shoot from the hip a little. What am I going to talk about? I don't really know. But this is going to be my last video in this little batch that I want to release. I've already finished the interview with Mochi about VTuber Rivals and talking about tournaments. And I did the montage. I I combed over a year of VODs to talk or not even talk, to make this highlights montage in this King of Skill-esque video with Amelie and Sayu music in the background that'll probably get it taken down, and then I'll have to replace the audio, and it's gonna take me another week, but whatever. I went through and had that already. I've done the script videos talking about Rivals. I've done the tournament videos. I've done the highlights of the tournament videos. I've done the highlights of the tournament videos. I've done an interview about it. But I don't think I've really just sat down and talked. So let's talk, shall we? Marvel Rivals is a hero shooter game, and it's basically my first real time with a shooter. I didn't grow up with Call of Duty, I didn't grow up with Halo, I didn't grow up with GoldenEye, well, that would be more N64, whatever. I didn't grow up with anything like that. When I played Grand Theft Auto 5, I played just to race around and blow stuff up on occasion. I didn't really shoot anything. When I played Overwatch, I kind of just ran around as Lucio because that was fun. I never really took the game seriously. High school years come to an end. I played a little bit of Valorant. But because a friend asked me to, and I kind of just ran around with the shotgun as Neon. I didn't have any aim. And then I heard about this game, and I saw this. I saw my favorite superhero ever in a shooter game. And anywhere Iron Fist is playable, I want to go play that game. So I got a whole new computer for Marvel Rivals. I had to get a genuine state-of-the-art computer because my old laptop genuinely could not run anything like this. It barely ran Valorant, which is funny because this computer can't run Valorant. It's just straight up lacking the ability to play any Riot games, which is really funny because it can't do Vanguard. But that's besides the point. So I wanted to take this game seriously because Iron Fist is in it. Sure, it's not Danny. It's not Danny Rand. Danny Rand exists in the lore, and I made a video on that, and I hope he comes out one day, and I'll main him. I'll main the shit out of Danny. But his successor is here, Lin, one of the many Iron Fist successors. And I played the shit out of this game for him. I'm almost done with my goal for him. Obviously, this was most people's goal. I want this because that. The Immortal Iron Fist is just the name of their comic. But it was nothing more than that. I was just gonna play this game as a real casual thing, screw around with it, and play Iron Fist. Like, even now, he's still my most played hero. Like, I stopped maining Iron Fist when I became a proper tank player, and I stopped around 70 hours of Iron Fist several months ago. I don't play this game as much as I used to, but he's still my most played hero, despite being an active tank player. Rogue's up there, though. Like, and it would have just been that. And then with Tournament came along, VTuber Rivals 2, on a whim, my friend and I sign up, and my life changes forever from there. Because, like, genuine street level guy gets picked up by the Avengers to go fight in a multiversal level tournament. And that little guy made a difference, and that means the world to me. I made a difference. I'm part of the reason we won. We wouldn't have won that without me, and that's crazy. And then everything fell apart because of the decisions we made. Well, not even that we made, but like, just how we were perceived, how we handle things, whatever. And so, like Spider-Man Homecoming, where Spider-Man's jumping to join the Avengers properly, to be at that level, I wanted to go prove that I could do it by myself. And then VR3 was a rude awakening. Through both tournaments, I talked with one I Heart Justice, and he was a big source of motivation and incredible fountain of wisdom. I learn a lot from Javi, as much as I probably annoy him. And I kept playing from there. Like, I picked up ammo because of this. It changed how I play this game entirely. I main tank because of VR2. And then VR3 really slammed it into my brain where it's like, okay, I'm not good enough to just carry my team. I was delusional to think that. I'm part of the reason we won. I'm not the reason we won. You know? So I'm like, okay, after VR3, I want to do things by myself. I want to maybe climb ranked a little bit. I set aside a goal based off another person. So, like, Season 2... This was my peak! This was my peak when I first started! Oh my god, Bronze 2. Gold's 3. And then Season 3, Silver. Season 3.5, Gold. This is Tournament Season. I hit Diamond because of someone. Because I played with my team and they helped me reach Diamond. And I was real proud of that. 4.5, I fell a little, Lamel. Season 5 and onward. Like, I started hitting... so Season 4.5 was VR3. I believe Season 5's beginning. And this is when Gambit came out. And I'm like, okay, this tournament stuff isn't really working. And if there's a VR4, I'll compete in it, and I'll see what I can do there. But I want to try climbing ranked by myself. And then I hit Diamond with one of my teammates. And also, Rogue came out. I fell in love with how Rogue plays. Like, I will main Danny when he comes out, but there's a genuine chance that I don't love his gameplay as much as I love Rogue's. Like, as soon as she came out, I got lured on Rogue within the week. This is by far my favorite character to play in this game. I have every single one of her costumes. Same goes for Iron Fist. And she just became my go-to for literally everything. And I just had a refreshing feeling in this game. I could just have fun for a bit with the new character that was practically built for me. And just like, I was kind of content, because this is around November, December, I think December. And I came to the complete consensus VR4 wasn't happening. VTuber Rivals 4 wasn't real. Because it truthfully wasn't. The organizers behind it had drama and reasons that they couldn't continue. I talked about that in the interview with Mochi. And I kind of just resigned that I wouldn't partake in tournaments again. So I would just focus on I want to learn as much as I can, absorb as much as I can, and then I would start climbing competitive ranks. And I thought about it. I thought about it a lot, but I stopped myself from actually going out and doing it. What's the proper reason? Um, I wanted to. I made a promise to a friend that I would drag them to the top with me, which is incredibly selfish of me. Because in the end, all that did was mess with our perception of this game and our bond in this game, and a little bit in real life because of how much pressure we put on each other, or like the stress we caused each other, and we didn't even do the climb. But that's fine, because I'd much rather have what I have now. Because I think if I did the proper climb and reached my goals, I wouldn't have the sense of achievement I think I would. Because the person that I wanted to climb at all because of, they're gone. They cease to exist. They're no longer real. So my goal didn't matter, because the goal was to compete with someone. I wanted to make a series about climbing and ranked because I wanted to prove I was better than one of my friends. And now they're gone forever. So it didn't really matter. And then why am I causing my friend all this stress when I'm just not gonna be satisfied with it? So I kind of just dropped the whole thing for a little bit. I just wanted to get Lord on Rogue. I stopped thinking about the comp grind. I said if we still want to do it. Like, I'm mixing up my story a little bit. This is what the script was for, but I just want to talk genuinely. So, the comp grind thing actually lasted for a long time. I was fixated on the comp grind up until, I'm going to say, 3 months ago. And we're going to say like April, May-ish. Because that's when the person disappeared, I wouldn't be content, and soon we would actually be in range of each other to play comp. One of the biggest issues we face is I would rank much higher when it comes to the placement matches when they're added to the game. Not this one. Actually, it is probably this one. 6.5, I hit Grandmaster. Season 7, I pushed myself a bit down to Platinum in the first half, but when they couldn't reach a range I could play with them again, I hit Diamond again for the rewards. Season 8, I didn't even play the first half of Season 8 of Ranked. Season 8.5, I have a little bit, and I played comp with the people I intended to play with. But the spark was gone. I wanted to try and chase comp realistically and prove myself, I'm going to say 6 months ago. But I always put it off. I put it off, and it depended on the month of why, whether because the people I wanted to drag with me on this journey were busy, or they weren't in range comp-wise, or it's because we had other obligations, like there are IRL events that we take part in, or we had tournaments. That's mostly my fault. I ended up in the tournament scene again, and this one was a lot more personal to me. I had to take part. I physically felt like I needed to, and that was the I Heart Justice House of Justice tournament. That would be my third tournament. He was always there for me, despite me just messaging him out of the blue at like 2 in the morning. And he's incredible for responding to me when he didn't have to, especially because he has coaching on like Metafy, and most people would pay for this sort of advice, and I can just shoot him a message on a whim, and he still gave me guidance, and I will forever be grateful for that. So I took part in his tournament. I met with Team Friendship Bracelet. The teams up to this point: Legacy. I wanted to make up I wanted to make up for Legacy's dog shit legacy post the tournament. with Team Bottom Text for VR3. I was going to make a script. I had a script written for VR3 before the tournament even started about how I would be channeling my inner Mochi, and I would obsess too much about the legacy, and I'd put stress and pressure on my friends that I brought for this because I wanted to prove my ego. And I wrote that to characterize myself as the villain, and then it kind of genuinely went that way, and I cracked and broke under my own pressure, and then I left my friends to try and build this team and make it work together for a couple of days. And then when the tournament day itself came, everything that could have went wrong did. Like, Shen and Ken had IRL issues where Shen couldn't compete. Like, that's a real thing that happened. Shen was not there for the tournament. He had to leave because his father-in-law had an incident and they had to go to the hospital. He's okay, thankfully. And then Ken had been suffering internet issues for weeks because like teenagers at like 2 a.m. crashed into the side of his house and it permanently fucked up his router. And since then they've moved. Like, it's insane. But when it comes to the I Heart Justice tournament, I met Team Friendship Bracelet. I kind of like just pointed at people that were very much introverted, that didn't like pine to join a team. I just kind of kidnapped them. Room number 16, Mari, RJ Savage, Mass Hero Ari, who took part in the first VTuber Rivals, and that was cool. Saiyan Blitz, that should be the full team besides our sub. Which I believe he just said to call him M. And we played we played the most unique experience in the House of Justice tournament by far, because we went up against we waited like 2 hours after the tournament started to play our first game. And here, let me at least pull up something. We waited the first 2 hours to play the game. Because the games were all streamed on Javi or Lucy the Shark stream. So it would be, it was completely tired. Mari couldn't compete because she was sick. We had the sub, and then we fought a team of Javi's editors. So it was it was kind of fucked, where it was like, well, we're gonna get clipped by the people that are spectating. We're physically fighting the TOs, and it's like, well, whatever. But it was fun. I had a few fun moments. I wanted to play Rogue, and it turns out, no. I played Mag most of that first game. Hell, I played it for the second game too, because it was Royal Palace and Hall of Jalia. And then after that, we ended up playing. We ended up losing, obviously. Oh, come on. And then after dealing with Javi's editors, it was kind of late, and it was like, okay, we're gonna at least get our losers match in. We had to rearrange everything because we had to learn what the sub played. Turns out that we'd have to switch the team around. I wouldn't be playing tank anymore. I'd be playing DPS, and I'm like, okay, this wasn't the plan. I wanted to play Rogue, but you know what? Fuck it. We do our best. And then we're up against Team 7th Heaven, and 7th Heaven needs a sub too. They're out of subs. You know what fucking happens? I fight fucking, like, I shouldn't be selfish and say I. Our Team Friendship Bracelet, goes up against YouTube sensation Light Arrow. Fighting game legend, and it's really crazy to me, because not just like it was the tournament special to me because of Javi, and then Gary was guaranteed commentating. Lee was there on by coincidence. I don't think he was meant to be there because he didn't have a matching commentator's PNG with Javi and Gary, which was really funny because I was like, okay, this is epic. I met Javi and Gary IRL. on complete accident. And it was after con hours. They had every right not to talk to me or anything. But they did anyway, and they took a picture, and it's one of my favorite pictures on my phone. Like, that day, like, that weekend genuinely shapes a lot of who I am. Both, like, the tournament weekend as well as the weekend I met them. But fucking Lee is someone I discovered before the both of them. And I've been watching Life Arrow since, I'm going to say, probably like 8th grade for me, which is the end of junior high or middle school. And I watched him going into high school, and he's the reason I'm like super into fighting games as I am. He's the reason I play the games I play. The reason I made Android 16 and Fighters. The reason, like, and then just them as a group, the shenanigans just in general, are the reason I play Marvel vs. Capcom and fell in love with Marvel again. Which is the reason I knew Rivals existed. So everything was coming together in this weird fucked up package. And now I'm fighting fucking one of my childhood idols in a fucking deathmatch. So, like... Yeah, I got him like a couple times, but he kind of beat my ass. I won't lie. I tried to match his Spider-Man. But it was like, I was too blind to the objective. I was too blind to the idea of winning. Because I was obsessing over the fact, hey, I'm going to be fighting someone I look up to. So I obsessed over him all game, and it's the reason we didn't win. Because we didn't have enough DPS, we didn't have enough focus. So, I'll take it on the chin. I'm the reason we lose a lot of tournaments after VR2. Because in my head, it's like, I'm part of the reason we won. Yes, that is true, but I'm also constantly the reason we lose, and it's really sad. So, even though we did end up losing to 7th Heaven, it was still a blast. Like, we were still top 8, which is hilarious. Everyone was technically top 8. But it was insane because I got to perform for my idols, the person who was there for me the whole time throughout my tournament issues. Was putting on this tournament. I performed for him. I competed for him. Put on a fucking show. And then get to fight my idol. And then, if it ever happens again, I'll be there too. Like, it's epic. Skip ahead a while. I'm going to say, back to that conversation about ranked. When it comes to ranked, we kind of gave up on the idea of the 3 of us climbing to our goals. Because I didn't have the drive for it anymore. After all these tournaments, like, after the 3 tournaments, I had wrapped everything up in a nice bow. And the only thing still driving me was my friend that no longer exists. That was my drive for ranked. So, I didn't have a reason to climb anymore. It was just like, if I wanted to make content out of it, but then the game's a job, and it's not fun anymore. It's just a job. So, why would I want to do the climbing when they had their own reasons for it? So we kind of just shelved it. Like, I was content just being GM because ranked doesn't mean anything to me. It was just a means to an end. And now those were gone, so... Do I play it still? Once in a while. I do it when I'm streaming, because I feel like it's more fun to watch than quick play. But, I play like a piece of shit, so it is at this point that I'm feeling kind of meh on the game. This is about when Season 7 happened, where not only was it I had no goals or drives with the game, I had been in the honeymoon phase for this game for like a year. It is really hard to sour something for me. I don't get sick of things very easily. And like, even as a tank player, I was still sunshine and rainbows for this game for over a year. No matter if I was, like, sure, I'd have rough games. And then there would be times where I'm upset with the game, sure. But I never hated the game. I always loved the game, and even if I'm stuck solo tanking as rogue and it's just not a good thing to do, I'm still having fun. It was just what I did. But then Season 7 rolled around, and the game kind of just released a character engineered to piss me off. White Fox is the most fucking upsetting thing I've ever seen in this game. Like, oh my god. These projectiles, I hate them. I hated, like, I never had the issue with Moon Knight on, like, crescents that everyone else does. But these things will not let me go, ever. Charm hitboxes, ginormous, and the animation cancel on it is so fucking stupid. So, it's fucky. I like Charm on Emma's ults. I hate how it works for White Fox and the team up for, Luna.
The fox claims it's due.
This is a transformation, right? This melee form out heals Iron Fist ult, which upsets the fuck out of me, because Iron Fist is already not great. And then this. This teleport, I hate that it has burst healing on it, and I hate that it gives invincibility frames. Because I will have a White Fox dead to rights where I'm doing the only one-shot combo I have on, like, Iron Fist right now, before, like, tomorrow. Where I wasted all my resources, like, oh, I finally got him, and then they just teleport out of pressure. It's really sad. It makes me so upset. But, like, that's not even the main reason I'm, like, sour on the game, because she just annoys me, right? Like, okay, she's defensive option. She's meant to counter dive, and I'm okay with that. In the same way, like, I'm fine with Namor. I find him annoying, but he's meant to counter dive, and that's fine. And I picked up poke characters because of that. I picked up Bucky. I also picked up Bucky because of Lee, but that's different. Same goes for Punisher. I picked up these two, and I started having a better time against them, but I wasn't really enjoying the game as much.
I believe that.
Because I can't force, like, Iron Fist to work, and that's a good thing. That's good for the health of the game, yada yada. It's just I can't play the things I want to play. I can't play the tanks I want to play either. Because, like, Dinosaur came out and, like, oh, now tanks can have fun. It's fun if you're the dinosaur. It's not fun if you're anything else. Like, I had to go back to playing Emma or Thing into Dinosaur. Sometimes I still try to force Rogue into Dino, and it's just never gonna work. But, like, it was just miserable, and then Cyclops came out and made me more miserable. But, like, in a really unique way. Which, that leaves me to, last month, June. Which June was all about a couple tournaments for me. The first one is Steph's Pride Tournament. Pride Month charity tournament. Winner gets to donate to a charity of their choice. And it was just fun. Then that's when I met Team Magno Bubble. We got put together. It was really cool. Before the tournament, I was going through the introductions channel of the Pride Discord, and I was laughing to myself, like, there are some scary players in here. And at the top of my list was the number 1 Mantis, Ashlyn. And I don't remember exactly what she said her, like, peak rank was. I think it was, like, fucking 14 or 18 or something like that. Something insane. She was at the top of my, like, most terrifying players list to go up against. And for good reason. She's incredible, and I love her. She's incredible. I use that word a lot, but like genuinely I don't know how else to describe her. Amazing, fucking spectacular. Now I'm just naming Spider-Man stuff, but like she's great. And that's not to discredit anyone else on my team from Magno Bubble either. I loved Snub, I loved Hornet, I loved Watermelon. Like, they're great. And we had an incredible first day. It was so much fun. And it was like, Cyclops isn't that big of a deal, because Ashland's taking care of it. And then second day rolls around, I sell the world by not having Cyclops banned or saving Ashland's character, so... Because I was blinded by the idea of, hey, we're playing Call of Jollia for Penny clips, so save Penny. And once again, I fuck up the ban phase because I'm blinded by something. Or I fuck up the game because I'm blinded by something. Blinded by an idol, or my own hubris, or blinded by, hey, this was the goal, so fuck winning, I guess. And I feel really shit about it, because I'm the reason we lost twice. Where not only did I fuck up the ban phase, but there was a poll with the team captains of all the teams, where it was like, yeah, so Cyclops just came out, but we were holding a poll, should we allow Cyclops or should he be banned completely from the tournament because they're insane. Funny bit. I was the deciding vote for if Cyclops would be allowed, and he wasn't. He was, rather. And then we got our shit rocked by Minjun, a OAA Cyclops, so... And that wouldn't be a completely big deal by itself, but, like, oh my god, I couldn't do anything. Like, the idea is, he's hit scan, so he's poke, right? So you counter him with dive, and I tried diving him, trying to play Spider-Man, and then they just sniped my shit over and over and over again, and I was like, okay, fuck, I really just can't do anything. Realistically, I should have swapped to a different dive. Like, I should have played maybe Iron Fist, or I should have maybe tried fucking, like, matching the Cyclops, or I should have played a, dive tank. I should have maybe locked Venom. I was thinking about that for a while. I, like, felt so bad. I apologize to the whole team about it. But I didn't really have time to linger on it, because fucking the same week, there was the, a tournament from Just Explosions, which Just Explosions I had, seen because of, a video where they described everyone's canonical, sexuality, which I thought was funny, so I reposted it, on Twitter. And then it's like, oh, they're holding a tournament, I'll take part. And then, by pure coincidence, we didn't intend to be on the same team, this time. Chest and I were on the same team, after having been on the team together that very weekend. And we were put together with Team Number Orange. We named it Number after, we were just assigned Team Orange. So, we played with B-Knock, played with Jellybean, we played with, Poopy Wiener Fart 96, and Jenferson Cornelius, which is cool, because, I had seen Jenferson's stuff, before, and I thought that was neat. I'm, like, playing with a big dude again. And the Pride tournament went really well, I won't lie. We, like, before talking about how it went, it was similar to Hobbies, where, the matches would be played, fucking, what's the word, sequentially? Yeah, not concurrent. Unless I'm stupid, and what I just said is the opposite. But, they'd be played one at a time, and they were also just straight up best of ones, so, like, oof. But fucking, after, we had been assigned to teams, Jex was just going, yeah, I'm going to need some more people. So I went and reached out to my bottom text boys, because I still keep all of bottom text deep in my heart. So I reached out to Ken, I reached out to Shen, and I reached out to Raph. Raph was quick to respond. Ken was also there because Raph was in. And then Shen, unfortunately, was not in because he was sleeping. What the fuck? Anyway,
You'll be all right.
but two of my boys get in. They get in on Pink Team, Pink Majestic, I believe they were called. And we said that if Ken and I fought each other, we would beat the shit out of each other by standing in the same place as Hulk and just melee. And the only way to do that was to win the whole bracket. And we were like, that's really hopeful. But we'll keep that promise if we get there. We watched Pink Majestic beat Chess V Manager, Inamazu, which is really funny. Much love to Inamazu. I shit on him because I care. I will emphasize that every time. Then our boys went through their rounds and they were doing really well, no matter what. And also, someone stuck out to me by the name of Barney Buckles. Their name is Ezekiel. Fun fact, they were in VTuber Rivals 2. Team Laboobies, which they're in my video from last year. And I thought that was neat. But guess what, baby? We also made it to the finals. And so it was last round, and me, when I make the bad call, I also get target banned, so like, oof. I couldn't play Rogue in that final, no matter how much I wanted to. I couldn't match a DPS, and by I couldn't match a DPS, I mean I couldn't match a Cyclops. But like, it's just really rough. Back to back within the same week, I get my shit stomped by a fucking Eternity or OAA fucking Cyclopses. I'm going to hate Cyclops for a while. I don't hate them as much anymore, because I've started playing a bit without really caring, and I've been playing against the average Cyclops, and it's much less stressful, let me fucking tell you. Ninjun and Ezekiel, much love, but holy shit. Ezekiel got his run back. Her run back? I don't know. I don't know them that well. I know that at this very moment they're currently playing in the early test servers for Jubes. But genuinely, it was really cool. Another callback to VR2, but also VR3, because my boys from there got the win. And it genuinely feels like a good way to wrap everything out, because at around this time as well, I had my interview with Mochi, and I'm feeling really nostalgic in a sense. It's only been a year, but I'm kind of at a point where I don't really have anything to work for in Rivals anymore. Like, thinking about it, I want the Immortal Iron Fist title, and then I'm just gonna play for fun. Which is what a game should be. A game should be fun. I don't have tournament goals anymore. I don't have ranked goals, because I don't care. I have done just about everything when it comes to making content I want to make out of this game. And I don't really care for any of the material rewards or anything. So I'm basically dropping this as my main game. It's been my main game for about a year now. A little over. So, but I will be playing probably once or twice a week. But I'm I have Tokon to look forward to. I'm going home to the FGC. I'm not a shooter guy. I play this game because, like, it's Marvel, it's a lot of fun, and I probably would have left a while ago if it wasn't for these tournaments. And what I've become since then. I'm not gonna leave this game as a god, and I'm also just not outright leaving the game. I'm just gonna play the game, and I'm going to make mostly content about Tokon, and then if, like, my friends want to make content on this game, I'll be there, you know? I love custom games and playing with people I know. And, like, the new update looks actually insane. I will be playing Rivals all of this month. And it'll be a great way to send me off until, like, fucking Danny Rand gets in the game. And then the second we get Danny, either as himself, Ghost Fist, whatever, I'm going to champion him to the max level. I will play nothing else, I swear. Like, I love him so much. That is my childhood hero. Along with, like, everyone else has, like, Spider-Man. Everyone else has the Hulk. Everyone else has, like, Wolverine. That's kind of scary if they have Wolverine since a kid, but that makes sense. Like, or they have, like, DC heroes that are really popular, too. They have any of the Justice League. Like, Flash, Batman, Superman. Like, but I had Danny. I had the Iron Fist. I have this very vivid memory as a kid of watching both Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man and Superhero Squad and the Avengers show. And I love Danny and all of it. I have this very vivid memory of my favorite toy at, like, age 6 or something like that. The Superhero Squad Black Suit Spider-Man and Iron Fist, like, package duo, and I was so devastated when I lost them. I have no clue where any of my Superhero Squad stuff is. I think at one point I found, like, my Reptile, but it was because the dog, like, found it and ate it, and I'm kind of sad about it, but, you know, Danny was always my favorite, and he will be. And I will be back for this. So I kind of got really off track. But right now, I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to have fun with the game for the next month. Less than a month even. Because Tokon comes out very soon. Today is the 8th. So for about 29 days, I'm going to be playing Rivals a lot because of the new changes. Probably streaming a lot because of the new changes. And I'm just gonna have fun until Tokon. I'm gonna take a break for the Tokon Open Beta probably. If I'm probably streaming that, I won't lie. I'm so hyped. I love Danger. She's so cute. She's not meant to be cute, but I love Danger.
Stay down, will ya?
And I'm gonna be playing some Spider-Man. I'll be playing some Doom. And I'll be playing Miss Marvel. And then I'll get to everyone. We're gonna see if Iron Man requires a melanin pass. You know? So, I don't know. My current plan when it comes to Marvel and content creation, I'm going to just stream and play as much Rivals as I can before Tokon. I'm not watching Brand New Day on the premiere night, but I will be watching Brand New Day on my birthday in August. And then a couple days later, Tokon drops, and that's when I'm going to be just shifting gears and streaming Tokon. I'm gonna be back home, the FGC. I'm gonna kidnap a few of my friends to play and make videos of. I'm gonna try and make videos of every single, like, stream session, just grab, like, funny shit that happened. and then just edit it.
Wow.
I feel like that's so much easier for me to do than Rivals, because, like,
Crack the whip.
I don't know, I can pinpoint hype things that happen in fighting games way more than I can in this game. Because, like, the camera angle doesn't change, or, like, in the end, a lot of routes are going to be the same.
Spider Slate.
Like, there's not much variety when it comes to hero shooters. Like, there is, but that's mostly in, like, team composition, or, like, combining things with other people. And that's really hard for me. I don't talk very much. Like, unless
Sure
I'm
those are bad guys.
really interested in talking my mind or discussing something with someone. So,
Spider Slate.
That's 3.
I also have Milky Mon to look forward to. So I have kind of content creation on the brain. I'm going to be
Double kill.
I'll be doing Rivals streams all this month. I'm going to be doing Tokon streams pretty much any time I boot up the game, which will be like practically every day. And then I'm going to be doing Milkymon when it drops,
That's 3.
which I will be doing at minimum 2 to 3 times a week.
Pretty sure
Because
those
I
are...
have made it very clear what I want
Way
to do there.
down. Now I gotcha.
So yeah.
5.
Oh, I didn't.
Stay down.
I wrote it down at the end of the Hero 2 montage, and I don't know if people will see it, but if you see this before that somehow, I wrote down this list of every single person I could
Someday.
that has impacted me through this game, through Rivals, that has shown up on screen or man, I'm a scrub. That's shown up on screen in the montage, or they're important in some way to my journey. So, please take a look at them. I wrote down their usernames. I didn't write what platforms they were on because I don't think I had the room. But please show
Sure, those
any
are bad
single
guys.
one of them love if you see this, you know? Yeah, I should probably stop rambling now. Thank you for being here. I know this isn't gonna mean a lot. It's really bittersweet for me in particular, to just leave Rivals. This has genuinely changed my life. This game, the events I've gone through with it. It's changed who I am as a person. And my place on the internet, which is kind of weird. I'm not the Avengers level guy I wanted to be. I'm not the big leagues. But, like, that's fine. I don't need to be. I have my own little corner of the internet.
Double kill.
I'm the street level that I still am. It's just more people know who I am now. And more people way above me might know who I am. Like Rhyme, big fan.
Now I gotcha.
They know who I am. They're aware I exist.
That's a long way
Ezekiel
down.
knows I exist.
Wow.
Mochi knows I exist. Javi Lythero knows who I exist. That's crazy to me.
Jeez,
And there's way
that must have
more.
hurt.
Like, I just can't believe I am where I am right now. And I hope that I can continue growing. Not online. I don't care too much online. There was a time where I was obsessed with the idea of growing big enough to meet my idols. And I have met my idols, but I didn't need to be big to do it.
And stay down.
I met and fought Gary, or not Gary, I met and fought Lee. I've competed for Javi. Gary knows I exist. Do Ama and Sayu know I exist? No. Sayu doesn't.
Watch out,
I've
they're
met
headed our
Alma.
way.
She probably doesn't know who I am online. And she probably forgot about me. And that's fine.
Woohoo, no
And that just
webs
kind of
needed.
is how it is. They don't gotta know who I am. If they do, that's cool. I'd love to
Now
play
I
with them one
gotcha.
day. Whatever game that is. But right now, it's going to be me
Double kill.
and wherever the
down, will
world's
ya?
taking me. Clearly not 130 countries, that's for sure. Sony's kind of stupid. Yeah.
Double kill.
Thank you for listening to me ramble. It's been like an hour. Bye-bye.